Jeff, you've told us about the principles that make up the code of the inner entrepreneur. How do I begin to apply this? I'm excited, I'm interested, I'm intrigued by the vision and the concepts. I'm also aware that I'm going to go back to work tomorrow, and I'm still going to be surrounded by all that chaos and all those demands. Give me some guidance on how to make some first steps to bring this higher level of thinking and being into existence.
Great. So the codes are a catalyst for movement and principles to live by. So let's take them one at a time. Let's take baby steps. So just take one of these principles every day. So there's 10 of them. It's only 10 days. It's 2 working weeks, 5 and 5. So over the next 2 weeks, just take one of these principles every day and see how it offers you inspiration and guidance. Reread it, get in touch with it, re-listen to this CD, and then just simply process that information in your work. Be conscious of it is what I'm saying. That's why I made them short and sweet and very concise. Use it as a guidebook, if you will. Use it as a thought for the day type of thing.
And also, of course, there's the workbook that accompanies this program, where you have some action steps that even provide what you call those baby steps, those first steps that implement these ideas in action.
Exactly. And it's really important to remember, John, that business failures are not for the reasons that everybody thinks. The problem has nothing to do with all the excuses that we make up or that might be going on in people's heads as I've been talking today. So don't give any excuses outside of yourself for going to do this. Because if you don't agree to go do this work, nothing is going to change. You're responsible for this shift that you want to make. You're responsible for this change. So accept total responsibility for the problems that you have and use this code and these principles as a mechanism to help you break out of, if you will, that old behavior that has you stuck.
The other 2 CDs in this program are about operations and about marketing, more familiar terrain for many business people. I imagine some entrepreneurs might be tempted to skip to those stages and miss out on this first step, which is more internal, which is more high level about leadership and about personal objectives. Tell me why it's important to really stay with this first stage and establish that first.
So I'd like everybody to listen really carefully and see if anything rings a bell with a couple of these questions as I answer your question, John. If you are working too hard and feel like you receive too little reward, where do you think you should start? What if your business is lacking a way of doing business where the work is consistent time after time? You don't want to start with management. You don't want to start with marketing. You want to start with the leadership piece. What if your business isn't serving your life and it's consuming it? You don't want to go start on management and you don't want to start on marketing. That's just going to what? Make it more all-consuming. You want to start with your inner entrepreneur. What if you're wearing too many hats and performing too many functions and you have no plan for freeing yourself from the day-to-day technical work? Where do you want to start? Inner entrepreneur. Inner entrepreneur. So it's critical to start with the inner entrepreneur to get the foundation in place to then move on to the next 2 CDs.
Jeff Burrows, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This series continues on the next CD.